This screencast demonstrates how to create descriptive statistics using Excel's data analysis tool. Start with a list of quantitative data values for one or more variables. Here is data for one swimmer's time to swim 2,000 yards and their heart rate after swimming for a random sample of 10 days. Start by selecting the data ribbon. It's already selected here on my screen. Then we select the data analysis icon. That brings up a list of all of the data analysis tools that are available to us. We select descriptive statistics and OK. In the dialog box, we'll first enter the input range, which will include the variable names and the data values that go with those. To select it, we highlight those cells in the spreadsheet, and Excel automatically fills in the addresses. Since we selected the variable names, we click Labels in the first row. For output, there's three options. Output range will keep the descriptive statistics table in this tab. New output or new worksheet ply will put it in a new tab or a new sheet, and new workbook puts it in a whole new workbook or Excel file. So select output range and we'll tell it where we want the top left corner of the descriptive statistics table to be. So selecting E3, that cell address gets put into the dialog box. Click Summary Statistics and OK. And that gives us the table with descriptive statistics, and you can go through here and see which ones are calculated for us. We have cleanup to do. To start off with, we want to put the variable labels above where the actual values are that have been calculated. So for swim time here, select that cell and we want to drag it over. So we just go to one of the edges of that cell till that hand shows up, click down, and then drag. Same for heart rate. Get that hand, click down, and drag. We've got two columns with the statistics labels in them. Column G can be deleted, so we'll select that and delete that column. Okay, we've got some rows that we can delete from this table. Here's a row, cells that are just blank. We don't need those. Select those and delete. And there are some statistics that we don't want in this table of basic descriptive statistics. Standard error, although very useful. We don't want that in this table, so we delete that. And same with kurtosis and skewness. Select those and delete. Okay, the header up here looks a little incomplete, so I'm going to put a label above the list of the statistics names. I'll just call that statistics. And let's get all of these formatted the same way. So I'll go to swim time, hit that paintbrush, and then select statistics. One other thing I want to do here, just for looks, is I want to center those labels vertically in the cells. Now let's look at this first column. We see the standard deviation, sample variance are cut off. So to widen that column, go in between E and F, double click, and it automatically widens that so those words all show. Okay, we now need to format these numbers. We've got numbers being formatted in different ways in that column. We want decimal places to all line up, and we want to follow the convention of taking statistics out one more decimal place than the original data. So for swim time, the data goes out to 2 decimal places. For our column of statistics for swim time, then we want to format those as a number, and we want to go 3 decimal places. So you can see selecting number there just automatically formatted each of those numbers, each of those values to 2 decimal places. We can now just increase that by 1, and all the decimal places line up and they all have 3 decimal places. For heart rate, the original data goes to the ones place. There's no decimal places. So we go out to 1 decimal place for heart rate. So again, we'll select all those values, Go to the number format, and this time we have to decrease the decimal place by 1. Okay, they line up, the decimal places line up, and they all have 1 decimal places. Now count, I did not highlight for that formatting because that is sample size, and it doesn't make sense to use anything but a whole number for sample size. Okay, that's all for descriptive statistics. Using the data analysis tool, other screencasts, we will cover some of the other tools that are available to us.